Hi everyone, Leanne here from Jaded Blossom, and I am doing a quick gnome assembly video for you. I'm going to assemble the Gnome Die's Christmas Add-ons 2. You'll need to use the Gnome Dies or the Girl Gnome Dies to assemble these. So first I'm starting off with a Boy Gnome Die. And it's always better to start out with the beard. So I already have the beard assembled. And now I'm going to put together the Christmas tree. That is cut out of grasshopper cardstock from Doodlebug. It's just a green textured cardstock. So you start out with the hat, line it up with the beard, and then you're going to work your way from the bottom up. There you go. Isn't that cute? Okay. And I'm going to pop up the little star. I cut that out of yellow cardstock from Doodlebug. I don't know the name offhand. It's like sunshine or something, I don't know. Okay, then I did go ahead and I cut out the lights from black paper tray ink cardstock. And I'm going to put those on the tree. So there are 3 strings and they kind of fit the bottom, middle, and top layer. And I'm going to pop those all on using art glitter glue and my reverse tweezers as per usual. So easy stuff. These are adorable gnome add-ons. My goodness, they're so cute. And they're pretty easy to put together. Remember that you always want to start with the beard with the boy gnomes. Just makes things easier because the hats always line up with the top of the beard. Okay, so it also comes with this little die that cuts out 6 light bulbs. So I cut them out of red cardstock from paper tray ink, yellow, no, you know what, that's yellow Simon Says cardstock. And then the blue is a blue Doodlebug cardstock. I don't know the name of it. I'm sorry, guys. It's a textured cardstock. And I just wanted to go with like that because, you know, I'm planning on using these gnomes on some Doodlebug pattern paper. So I wanted to have some Doodlebug colors. So I'm just going to sort of mix these up. You can make these lights whatever color you want. They can be all red. They could be white. They could be whatever you'd like to make them. You could, cut them out in white and color them in Copic markers and have them whatever colors you'd like to make them, right? That would be fun too. So I'm using my art glitter glue and my Studio Katia embellishment wand to put these in place. This looks more fussy than it is. It really was fast. You know, I just kind of laid out all my bulbs, used my embellishment wand to pick them up, and then pop them onto the glue dot, or the little dot of glue that I have on each light. It's pretty simple. And now I will pop up the rest of the stuff for this guy. So I'm going to pop his nose up onto the mustache, and I'm going to glue the mustache flat. And I do like to overlap the hat a little bit. It's just the way I like to do it. And there you have it. So kind of cute, right? And I'm going to pop up his little feet with some Stampin' Up! Dimensionals. And I'm using bare feet. That's from P13 stamping pad. Okay, now I'm moving on to a little elf. So this is the girl gnome. And with this one, you're going to want to cut off the bottom of the dress, but you still want to start with the dress. So I cut the dress out of Rainbow Petite Prints gingham linen, the gingham side in red. And then that is pure poppy cardstock. Again, that's my favorite red cardstock. You know, I say that a lot, but it really is my favorite red. Okay, so now I'm going to add on the P13 little face. That's from the P13 stamping pad. My background layer was cut out of American Crafts black cardstock. So now I'm going to line up where the hat's going to go. I will cut off the little hat that peeks out from behind in the background, right? You don't want that showing up underneath, but it's good to have the structure behind it to hold it in place. So now I'm going to lay on my little hat. Isn't that cute? I do weight things down when I can in between. Now next, once you have the hat in place, that is when you want to start, getting the hair on. But I'm taking a little detour and doing the little legs. So I cut the legs out of that striped paper from Let It Snow from Doodlebug. And then I'm adding the little feet on. That is pure poppy cardstock again. And then the little cuffs are cut of the gingham linen from Rainbow Petite Prints. Okay, so now I'm going to add on this little crown part of her hat. This is a cute little elf. And that's that same paper tray ink cardstock again, right? Now, this is the time you want to add the hair. The hair always lines up with the bottom of the hat. So I'm using little pigtails. Isn't that cute? The girl dies are adorable. And then I'm going to dot a little dot on each piece, on each pigtail, and I'm adding on little Pure Poppy cardstock bows from Paper Tray Ink. So there you have it. Isn't that cute? Now, with these legs, you can choose to have them sticking out to the side, or you can cut them in half and have her standing up, or have them, you know, going out farther to the side like the splits. It's up to you, right? So now I'm going to add on these little bells. That's cut out of that Simon Says Stamp Sunshine cardstock again. Using my Studio Katia embellishment wand to pick them up. So they're supposed to represent little bells. Isn't that cute? And then I'm going to add a little ball to her hat too. Isn't that cute? Cut it that same yellow. She's just the sweetest thing. Now the ears are one big piece. So I like to, you know, line them up. And I usually use a piece of tape to get them in place, but you know, I'll stick them down onto my pad and I'll put her over top of the ears. I just find that easier. Now the legs, you'll see I'm going to cut them in half so she can stand up. Isn't that cute? She's adorable. Just so cute. Now I'm going to put together a boy elf. I thought I'd do a boy version. So I'm starting out with the male elf, and I did make sure to start with the beard. Then we go to the hat. That's cut out of the gingham linen from Rainbow Petite Prints from Doodlebug again. And I cut the legs out of that same Rainbow Petite Prints, the gingham. Now the little shoes are cut out of the opposite side. That's the linen side of that same paper pad. And then there's little cuffs that are cut out of that as well. There you go. I find it's easier to use an embellishment wand to pick up these small pieces. There you are. So now I'm going to add on a little bell onto his hat. I'm going to add the little crown part. Now remember, because he's a boy, his beard is covering his outfit. Like the little girl had that little collar. Well, you're not going to see that, right? So there you have. I'm going to pop up the little mustache over the edge of the hat like I do. And then the little nose is from that P13 stamping pad as per usual. And I'm going to pop that up. But you don't have to. You could glue this flat if you wanted, right? I just like to pop it up. Isn't that cute? So I'm going to cut off the little nubs where his feet usually go. And then you'll see that you can have him either the feet going to the side, but you won't see much of them, or you can have them a little longer, right? And have them sticking out way far. And that's what I'm going to do. Isn't that cute? Just too darn cute. There. I just think he's adorable. And I do have a couple extra bells for this guy, and I'll use them a little later, you'll see. So I'm going to pop on his ears. So I added a little bit of glue, and then I'll lay him over top of the ears just so I can get them straight. Now I'm going to put together the ornament. So I cut that out of Paper Tray Ink red cardstock again. And the little topper is American Crafts Christmas foil, just silver foil cardstock, and I cut the little hook out of that. So now I'm going to pop the little ornament on top of the background piece that I cut in red. I thought I might as well. And then the little hands I'm going to pop up again with Stampin' Up! Dimensionals, the mini ones. And those are cut out of P13 stamping pad again. So, you know, easy. And look you can have your little gnome holding an ornament. Now I'll put together the stocking. So I cut that out of, again, Pure Poppy cardstock and white cardstock from Paper Tray Ink. So I'm just going to pop all those pieces in place. Very easy, right? Art glitter glue. And then I'm going to pop on that stocking on top of my background layer. And then I'll pop up the little hands again, so you can have any of these gnomes holding these stockings. Or you can interchange it, remember, with the other gnome set, with the Christmas Add Ons 1 if you'd like, right? So isn't that sweet? So you can have the little gnome holding a stocking. Now I'm going to put together this little Christmas tree. I cut that out of grasshopper cardstock from Doodlebug. It's a textured cardstock. So I cut it out of green first, and I thought, no, I got to cut it out of brown. That's also from Doodlebug. Then I'm going to layer the green on. That's the grasshopper. I know the name of that one. Then I'm going to add the little star on. That's cut out of Simon Says Stamp Sunshine cardstock. And then I'm going to pop up the little hands. You'll see that when you cut out that back layer, in the brown, you get the brown tree trunk. Now I have a few of these little pieces, those little bulbs left over from the other tree. You don't have to do this, but I thought I'm going to add a couple of those bulbs. Why not, right? Now I'll pop up his little hands with Stampin' Up! Dimensionals again, and those are from that P13 stamping pad again in skin tones. So isn't that cute? So now you got your little girl elf holding a tree. Now I'm going to put together this little pinwheel peppermint candy. Isn't it cute? Again, same thing, cut out of paper tray ink, white and red poppy, pure poppy cardstock. And then I cut out the 2 layers of the wrapper in the vellum because I wanted you to be able to see through it, right? But I also wanted a spot to put the hands. So that's why I cut that shadow layer out of the vellum too. So just gonna line that up. Kind of cute, right? You could have layered the candy in between the vellum if you'd like to. I thought of that. So it looks kind of like cloudy through the vellum, but I thought, I'm just going to layer it like this. And then I'm going to pop up the hands with a couple of those little dimensionals again. And any of your little critters can hold a candy. So that is all. So thank you so much for stopping by. If you haven't checked out the other one, make sure to check out the other Christmas Gnome add-ons, Christmas add-ons 1, and I'll put those together in that video. So there are 2 of these gnome assembly videos today. Now, if you are a collector of these gnomes from Jada Blossom, you are going to want to get these add-ons because they are just the cutest. Who doesn't love these little elves for Christmas? So thank you as always for watching, and we will see you soon in my next video. Bye everyone.